Good morning. It's Wednesday, August 19th. I didn't sleep too bad. Probably only got maybe a little over 6 hours. And when I woke up after that, I wasn't getting back to sleep. Wasn't that comfortable, but when I was tired, I was able to sleep. But I woke up and it's still just before sunrise. You can kind of look out over the lake. It's quite beautiful. Of course, I'm sure I'm up well before anyone else will be, so. Just sort of hanging out and try and catch up on Critical Role. I got my laptop here, so I'll watch that. I did want to come out and look at that pre-sunrise sky. It's very pretty. Just not quite getting the colors there. But I came back out as the sun's about to rise. I don't know, maybe that'll be cool. In general, when I look out, and of course it's very light out. The sun has not yet risen. But it is very light out. And in general, I don't like that as much as that early dawn. Everything's still just dark. You're just starting to see the colors on the horizon. But the sun will be coming up here in a moment or so. Oh, well, definitely getting the colors of the sky a little better there. The whole ground's in silhouette, but obviously the sky is what's most beautiful. Never bother to watch for the sun rising at home. But then again, my window at home just faces a wall. Here. I mean, how do you beat that? You know, I love that my friends and family are around at home. Even, you know, being near St. Louis, there's Forest Park and some great opportunities there. But I look out at the rolling hills, the lake. It's beautiful. And sometimes I do wish I could live in a place a little more like this. Maybe someday. You know, maybe someday. Sun's up now. I'd say on to whatever we're gonna do today, but it's still only like 6:30. I think we got like 3 hours before we're going to the park. No one else is up yet. But you know what? Their loss. Because that was very beautiful. So Mike made breakfast, and other folks have joined me amongst the land of the living at last. Talking about how you could be a criminal.
Yeah, he's got 2/3 the set already. You don't rob a bank, man.
Yeah, no, I was talking to some friends here. It's like, imagine last year walking in a bank with a mask on.
Shit.
Now imagine walking in a bank without a mask in today. They had the same.
I get a reversible bandana, a reversible hat. I walk into the bank one way, walk out the other. I don't even need a getaway car.
You're golden. So we got our temperature taken in our wristbands to show it. And we made it to Silver Dollar City. Well, we're in the park, and so far it doesn't look particularly crowded. There might be some perks to go into a theme park in the middle of a global pandemic. Yeah, the park's definitely dead. Which, admittedly, the park being largely empty will also help with the ability to socially distance. But yeah, there's not a lot of people around. But also, they ain't touring the cave.
Yeah, that part is kind of disappointing.
I suppose the tram ride out of the cave would be difficult to keep socially distanced, though. There's the Wilderness Church. It's like an actual old-time church that they took apart log by log and brought out here. This is probably like the biggest sign of how empty it is here. Do you remember how packed this little alleyway, because they got like all the food along the sides?
Yeah.
That is usually just packed with people. This is awesome.
This is great. This is the best time to go on vacation.
Yeah. And we's going on a roller coaster. Wildfire. I do love some of the theming they got as we're walking up to the line. And that was a awful lot of fun. It's probably been at least 6 or 7 years since I've ridden a roller coaster at all. And growing up, I've loved roller coasters my whole life. But you know, just not been in the area. You know, when I lived in Florida, went to the parks all the time, would ride roller coasters. It's been a while. Like, I was actually I made sure Mom brought some like extra ibuprofen in case I ended up needing that, because I was not sure how it was going to agree with me. But no, it was fine. It was fun. Twists and turns and upside down. Having to hold my glasses on because I forgot the I specifically brought from home. I have little straps that'll hold the glasses to my head, but I forgot them at the condo. Oh well, I'll try and remember them tomorrow. Still, you have fun?
Yeah.
Wunderbar.
Cool.
Where's Mom? Did you find her?
No.
Oh, fun. We lost Mom. She did not want to roller coaster.
Probably still exists.
Fire in the hole. Volunteer fireman needed for adventurous experience. Number 1 fire company. Volunteers needed now. In the year 1873, this entire village and countryside was destroyed by a great fire, which was set by bald knobbers after a Saturday night fight at the tavern. 58 citizens served as firemen. Not animatronics, just mannequins. Yeah, how'd you do? Was that too much of a roller coaster?
It was fun for me.
Wonderful. Good. Glad you survived. And I think we'll check out Powder Keg. Powder Keg was fun. Quick takeoff. Can't really see the ride because it's all behind the thing. There's not really an observation deck. But definitely with the rides, I'm a bit overweight, so they have to really squeeze me in. That's annoying. But they're nice enough to do it, and that's good. And Ethan wanted some cinnamon bread, so we're gonna try some cinnamon bread. Smells like cinnamon, so can't be too bad. So one of my favorite shows to always see when I'm here is the Saloon Show. But that is a sort of an enclosed space, so they're not doing that. But it appears that they have moved some key elements out to one of their stage shows and are doing the Silver Dollar Saloon Show out here instead.
Let me get that for you. Yeah, I appreciate that. The man just doesn't want to get me no girl. Well, he don't? No, he don't. He wants to get the girl. Oh, okay, yeah, the girl. Yeah, the girl. The girl. The girl. The girl. You get it, don't you? No, I'm still lost. I have no idea what you're talking about. Of course you don't. Okay, well, let's just try and put it a completely different way for you. So a man really wants a woman who thinks that he is special. Yeah, and a woman who knows that she is special. Yeah, and a woman who really makes him want to be a better man. Oh, wait, how do you keep them 3 gals from meeting? I can do that dancing all day. I'm sure you could, buddy, but I'm afraid it's a 30-minute show, so we can't do that all day. Okay. For a matter of fact, we're not going to do any of that dancing today. All right, yeah. So good, but but Sadie,
Yes.
hey, yeah, you do realize that you guys are running out of time, right? Do not find a judge to rule on your tax abatement. This saloon will still go on the auction block.
You know what? We are thinking of something. You hang tight, we'll come back to you with the plan.
I should have doubted you.
Yeah.
Bye.
I do have an idea, but I'm gonna need a little help.
Well, you know me, boss. I'm about as little help as you could possibly get.
They made it interesting, incorporating some of the regulations, making do with the best they can. Really, the worst part feels like, I mean, because theirs is usually like the packed show, and with the new way things are, it's like
Okay, so
there's, you know, not quite half an audience. Definitely feels like, you can almost see in some of their eyes, like, well, used to having a bit more to perform for.
right.
County Prison Mine. No firearms allowed. No talking to inmates. The unlucky silver mine. And there's some inmates in a boat over there. Maybe. Under the water, under a rock, here's what's left of poor old Doc.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah, Bob, something. There's some sort of joke under there. I can't quite see. That's what's causing that. Those prisoners over there got the cannon. Mom really wants to do a water ride, so we'll do the American Plunge. And I had Ethan to block most of the water, so I'm only wet on the sides.
Like an Ethan-shaped dry spot.
Just the center area where
You too.
you got very wet. Yeah, no, I very much, when he got in the back, I'm like, he's a big guy. He's gonna weight it so water goes towards the back, so I was like, I don't want to be on that end. Let's balance it out a little more. What kind of jerky did you get?
Pheasant, ostrich, wild boar, gator, yak, and camel.
Ah, you got the exotic variety pack.
Yeah.
Towards the entrance now.
Anybody got anything else you want to do?
Are we walking toward the entrance?
Everybody good to go?
I'm good to go. Let's go find somewhere to get something to eat.
Tomorrow, too.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, we don't need to do everything. That was a very fun day, but also a very long time to be masked. So, there were certainly a few other things we might have done, but I'm like, we can come back tomorrow. We got another day. Let's go. Take some time to breathe. Did you have fun? Wunderbar. And we're gonna go try Paula Dean's for lunch. Lunch. We'll call it lunch.
It's family style. It's for everybody.
This place is very fancy.
Folded like dishes.
And sure as day follows night, dessert will be served. And we're starting out with, what have we got? Rolls that look like they got cheese, and you can just see the butter glistening on that. Yeah, it smells great. So yeah, we got like family style meal with the chicken, the ribs, the meatloaf, doing creamy potatoes, mac and cheese, green beans, and salad.
Testing my patience, man.
Dig in.
Lord, thank you so much for this feast. Bless it to all of us. In Jesus' name.
Amen. And just sort of assembled a plate from all the fixins. You look relaxed. I, for one, I'm talking here.
No.
I, for one, am quite stuffed. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you again. That was really expensive.
I'm going in to go see this Reza, right? The Illusionist. Alright, so we went and saw Reza, the Illusionist. Master Illusionist.
That's what they call
He's
it.
like he's a kid. A young guy. He's edgy. Little emo. I'm sorry. He's got some fun style. Showmanship. You know, you can tell, like, that's edge of illusion. He's edgy. That's his gimmick.
Pretty edgy. But I mean, he was funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
I mean, he didn't act.
He's got dancing girls.
He didn't act
Really,
super
there is more than one time where we saw
Be a
him.
magician if you're not personal.
Yeah, there's more than one time we saw him murder someone on stage and no one did anything about it. Kept bringing him back, so it's okay. But I mean, it does beg some questions of. I mean, we were in the middle. We couldn't have done anything. But I mean, there were people. I mean, he's putting a drill through a chick and they're just clapping like.
Really, really something.
Well, you notice all of a sudden she's been in, half dressed. She's wearing a cardigan when she comes out for the trick where the drill comes out of her chest. Gee, I wonder if that was a specific reason for it. Anyway, still, very cool, very fun. But it's super late. Show didn't start till like 8. It's a 2-hour show. Leaving at 10. I'm usually in bed by like 9:30. So I'm tired. Hopefully that means that I'll be able to sleep again for at least a bit tonight. I got more vacation tomorrow. Join me for that. Join me for that as my journey continues.